See you, big dog. I seen you talking about January 9th, dude. That's what I'm excited about. Tryouts, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome again to Knuckle Up Podcast, the best bare knuckle show in the universe. At least that's what Mama Ringboy says. Who is not Ringboy Clay? He is sick. Poor baby. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook or YouTube, and you can be part of the show and engage with us or our guests while we're live. Today, we got BKFC's Drew Lipton on the show. Welcome to Knuckle Up, Drew. How are we doing, man?
Oh, pretty good, man. Thanks for having me. Just finished up some double training today because double days from here on out until fight day.
2 days. 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
So man, how excited are you, dude? You got to be like stoked. This is a big card, big implications for you, you know?
Oh yeah, I honestly didn't think I was going to be on it because talking to my manager Kevin Smith, we were like, hey, let's drop a few weight classes. Let's wait until April. And then he gave me a call a few days like after Christmas and was like, hey, fat ass, get your weight down. We got a perfect opponent for you to kick his ass. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go, man. And, I'm just blessed and pretty motivated here to fight Jeff Bailey.
Talk a little bit about you. How do you feel about your opponent, man? You said you feel like you kick his ass. How's that fight going to turn out?
Yeah, I'm going to knock him out pretty quick. First or second round, just the things I've been working on just on my own, but even with my coaches, man, it's just a different fucking level of power, realizing how I am, who I am. And even if I don't knock him out in the first and second round, man, this he's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's old. He's retired. He doesn't got shit for me, man. I'm fucking 0-3. I got nothing to fucking lose. Like if I lose, I'm out. I got to win. Him, it's just, you lose, you go back to your little jiu-jitsu studio and your wife, and darn, he doesn't give a shit, man. He's just doing this to sell some tickets and make a name. And for me, it's like, this is my livelihood. So I'm ready to fucking put this dude away and move on to the next chapter.
Yeah. Yeah. You said a little bit about dropping weight classes, man. What's that? How's that feeling?
Good. This is the same as when I fought David, man. I'm underweight. So this is at 185. Originally, he wanted at 165. I said, I can't do that in 2 months. Let's do 175. And then all of a sudden he said, let's do 185. Well, now that I've been training and eating good, I'm down to 183, man. Like my goal to weigh in is like 179. So that way next time when Nate calls me, I can fight at 175 or 165. Because 165 is the career goal. But, opportunity knocked, and here I am. 185 again.
Can't say no, man. Can't say no.
No, not when it's slim pickings.
Now, talk a little bit about before fighting. You mentioned when we were talking a little bit about your military career. You said you were Air Force, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, my mom was Air Force. My dad was Army. My brother Kevin's wife and my brother Nick are both Air Force, and then I served for 5 years. My brother Ricky served for 5 years. We just love the military, man. We're from a small ass country town, like 3 fucking stoplights, So it's like you're either gonna go work construction, be stuck at Walmart, or join the fucking military. So we were all just like, fuck this town and getting sucked into these black holes, man. Have to get out of there, so you're not just doing the same shit you've been doing since high school. So I joined, man, got my 2 wonderful kids out of it, got a lot of good life experiences out of it, and blessed to be where I am now because of it.
Yeah, man, I was in the Air Force 20 years. I retired 2016.
Awesome, man. Thank you for your service. Appreciate it.
You too, man. But one of the questions I had, so I was stationed in Korea, and in the Air Force, you're Mormon, right? You said?
Yes, sir.
So there's a lot of Mormons in the military, at least in the career field I was in. And being stationed in Korea, man, that's a tough place because there's a lot of drinking. There's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. Yeah. And Mormons don't really participate in that. How is that as far as in the BKFC? Because I got to imagine that the BKFC, when you guys get together, there's a lot of drinking, a lot of debauchery.
Oh, yeah. I don't partake too much in the after fight stuff. I should. I plan on this one more, just mingling, getting to know people. Because that's one thing that I try to do before the fights and everything is just talk to everybody. Whether you're a UFC guy, undercard guy, no one's heard of you, the coaches, teammates, I'll talk to anybody, man, because I really feel like that's what this world and the sport's all about is just mingling with people and getting to know them. So for me, man, that's how I do it. Like without drinking and all that is you just talk to people, have a good time talking to people, hanging out, you know?
Yeah.
With the Mormons, and what's funny is I was in Korea doing a TDY in 2012. And yeah, that's what everybody did.
Yeah, I was there in 2012, man.
I probably went right past you, man. But yeah, so when everybody was going out, I was like binge watching Games of Thrones and like and like calling people out in pool because I was like, well, I can't really like go drink soju and stuff. So I got really sucked into like the shopping, like the NFL jerseys, but they're like $30 for new ones, but the Nike symbol's upside down. So like instead of like that, it's like and stuff. So you got to be careful what you buy. Yeah,
you got to be careful. I used to buy the ones without the Nike symbols, but the cool thing about those is you can get whatever you want on a jersey.
Oh, so, yeah.
You know, and they would really, you can talk them down probably to about $20 if you really wanted to. So shopping was fantastic.
I always thought it was fun to haggle.
Absolutely. And if you don't haggle, they kind of get mad at you. So,
right. But it's a cool experience in Korea. Like it was cool because I went during the Olympics. So it's like, you know how Americans are like, so like, oh, if it's not USA, I'm not watching it. You know, USA or nothing. And just seeing like the Korean locals get behind their team in that era was a unique experience.
Yeah. I mean, there's some big fans, man, of everything Korea is like, you know, you go to the Korean baseball games. It's really fun to go to a Korean baseball game.
So another fun story. My brother Mitch is a professional baseball player, played in Korea League for 2 years. And
oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got too many stories.
There you go.
I can tie that shit into everywhere. But yeah, he said he loved it over there.
So you didn't try soju at all, huh?
I mean, maybe. Everyone kept saying it tasted like Kool-Aid. So I was like, well, if it's like Kool-Aid. And the next thing I knew, I was walking back to base and eating freaking pizza.
Yep. You always have to get something to eat after you drink. That's the thing about soju. People don't understand when they go over there, man. Soju tastes like whatever you put into it.
For people that don't know what soju is, explain one.
Soju is the Korean alcohol.
Okay.
It's a simple drink.
Yeah, and everybody drinks over there. But the thing is, you mix anything with it. Kool-Aid, it tastes like Kool-Aid. Orange juice, it tastes like orange juice. But so it goes down easy, man. And before the end of the night, you don't know how much soju you've had, and you're done. And then you end up eating pizza or some street burgers or chicken on a stick, which you don't even know if it's chicken on a stick or not. Could be something else. It's really fucking good when you're drunk.
Yeah, well, like going right after base, there's always like a box of puppies, but like every day there's always new puppies. So it was like, what are they doing with all those puppies? Like, I'm always afraid to eat the food there, man. But it's funny because like talking about the soju and like going into the bars and stuff, and there's juicies, which are like the hookers and stuff and prostitutes, and they always tell you to buy a juice.
Yeah.
So like early in the night, you always see all the like military people and Americans are always like, no. But by like that 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, man, they be buying that juice. I used to always fuck with them because I wasn't drinking. I was just DDing a lot, making sure my friends got back. So I'd tell them to buy me a juice. Like, no, like, you see this? You look at this? Like, no, you buy me juice, then we dance. They wouldn't go for it.
Yeah. So basically, for anybody, a lot of you probably don't know, a juice is basically you're buying a drink for the female, so they can come and sit by you and keep you company. Yeah. That's all you do. And if they like you, they'll drink it slowly. If they don't, if they like you or they don't. Because if they don't like you, that juice is going down quick.
Yeah, and that shit's like $15. Like,
that's expensive.
Yeah.
So getting away from Korea and drinking and debauchery and stuff like that.
My bad, guys. My bad.
You said you had a charity or some sort of youth sports league that you help out.
Yeah. So I guess the first thing I'll tie into this is, so when we originally got this fight, I got with Kevin Smith, and we were trying to reach out to local organizations in the youth in Tampa to just to donate anything. So we reached out to the children's hospitals, to the oh man, I don't want to. My mind's going blank now, but the adoption agencies and stuff. Big with that because my cousin Kyle Van Noy, he has the Van Noy Foundation down in Miami, and that works with that being adopted and everything. And so I really wanted to try to give back and talk and try to get some of the other fighters, but because of COVID, we couldn't visit any of the children's hospitals, anything like that. So right now we're just trying to work with some schools, see if we can get in there. But if not, I'm going to just take a bunch of food or go buy some when I'm down there and donate it down to some shelters, get some blankets and stuff, donate it. Because my family's from San Francisco, which was like a 5-hour drive from our small town. But, the homeless population up there is crazy. And whenever we were growing up watching Giants games, man, just walking under that bridge to go over there was always so much homeless people. So, like, I've always just had a special place in my heart for that, to give back. And, I feel like when you're given so much and given the opportunity, you have to really take advantage of it, and give back and be blessed by God. But yeah, as far as the sports stuff go, I coach my kids' soccer team. And so this is their first year playing. We did fall ball and now we're doing winter just to get them into it because they were doing jiu-jitsu for a little bit. And they were liking it, but they wanted to do something more with more running around. Now, just one thing I want to touch on is one thing I'm trying to talk to a lot of them around Oklahoma City area to the officials and the coaches is allowing kids to play, right? So even as a coach, our team's full of first years. So we lose a lot of games. It is what it is. I'm competitive, but I always make it a point even for the kids that aren't just gifted and skilled to put them in more, teach them, spend that time. And I just think that can go a long way in our society today.
Yeah.
Of why people are the way they are, why kids are. When it comes to youth sports, man, just give these kids time. Let's not be selfish and let's not be, I know it's human nature to want to win, but it's youth fucking sports, man. High school is a different level. I coached high school wrestling.
Yeah.
I was hard on those fucking kids, man, especially being military. But I was tough on those high school kids, but youth kids, there's no reason for that, man. We need to build these kids' confidence. We need to build these kids up. Sticking kids in right field every game and letting them play 3 innings, what's that going to do?
Yeah.
It's going to teach them to hate the game and hate
100%.
And hate being part of the team because they weren't allowed to do anything. What are you afraid of? Who cares if you lose a little league game,
Yeah.
And so I'm really trying to push with these organizations that I coach with or that I umpire with because I do a lot of volunteer umpiring for youth baseball and softball. And I try to really talk to these coaches and be hey, why don't you let that kid play a different position? Let him play infield for an inning. Put him at second base, doesn't get too much action, but at least he can have the pride of going in. And that stems from me too, because I was a phenomenal wrestler growing up, I think, from a small town, and I had some scholarship offers. So I would say from a small town, I was phenomenal. Big world perspective, I was okay. Small town, one horse town, I was ranked in the top 6 in Northern California for 2 years straight. Vladimir Mechashenko was one of our coaches. We had Johnson came up there and wrestled at LCC, Lassen Community College. Shout out. But so I was really blessed, man. We had a lot of Olympians and different people in the small town come. But anyways, tying it all back together is that when I play sports like soccer or baseball, man, I was always pushed aside, and I always wanted to be more, try more. I wanted, but never had that. And I think that's where we get tied into these days. Now, not to get political and stuff, but of you hear all these people oh, this generation, they're whiny, they want participation. Well, why do you think they want that? Because they never got it, because nobody cared too much about winning and not putting this kid in for an inning or letting a kid play quarterback for a few plays. Everybody just cares about winning when we should be working on building character and building these kids up. And so I'm trying, I have a few things in place. I'm trying to reach out to some bigger organizations, but it's all going to take time, but I got faith it will work out. And, I always just like to spread that message. So thank you guys for letting me share it.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right, man. I used to be in, I was in T-ball and all that, and Little League and all that. And I had friends who from one year to the next would drop out. And the reason was always, I don't get to play, or I'm always in right field. Like it was a recurring message from these people on why they didn't do sports anymore.
So that's awesome, man. You just made yourself out to be like the best coach ever. Every parent's sitting here watching, going, "How do I get my kids coached by Drew?"
Well, it's cool because like I don't really know shit about soccer, but they needed a coach, so I stepped up and like last week we were getting our asses kicked like 12-1. So just like, come on guys, you're doing good, like tried to be positive, and one of the parents came up and was like, I love watching you coach, you did good. And then I realized she was like one of the other kids. Like, yeah, I'm sure you do.
I love when
you should play you every weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So you coach, for Little League, you do volunteer work, stuff like that. What kind of hobbies do you have, man?
Yeah. So I do some nerdy stuff on the side, man. I love Magic the Gathering. I always try to like put that out there because there's a few like other like NFL players and professional athletes that play. And like, I hate that stigma of people like, oh, well, you're a fighter, you can't like be into that. You can't do that. Dude, fuck that shit. That's how I unwind, or like sometimes I get more worked up playing like Magic and like Pokemon cards than I do for fights. Like I'll be sitting there playing strategies, just like sweating. Like I'll be dancing in the background, just like hanging out. Like
that's awesome.
So it's funny. So
what's up, Mallow? We got Mallow, Dave Morgan watching. They all say what's up, Drew.
Oh, man. Well, Brandon Lambert said, "What's up, fuckers?" To be fair,
yeah.
Oh, man. Good shit.
So you fight. You're fighting on Knuckle Mania. Let's ask you about a couple of the fights. Break down a couple of these fights. How does Travis Thompson and Morgan play out?
Well, I don't know too much about Morgan, but I think Travis is kind of in a similar situation as I am. It's put up or shut up. Like kind of like where are you going? Obviously he's won more than I have in bare knuckle, but I feel like they're trying to find that spot for him. They know he's marketable. They know he's there. Great guy. I've heard nothing but good things. But on a few of the same cards, we've never really been able to talk though. But especially being a Team Smith guy, I'm going to root for him. But I think he goes out. I think he puts on a statement. I just got that feeling, man, that he goes in there and just does something fucking crazy, like knocks him out, puts on a phenomenal show, something he's got. It's nothing bad. I just feel like he's got a statement to make, and he's going to make it. Yeah.
Believe it or not, man, Dave kind of lives on that. He likes the doubters, man. Every time someone goes against him, he kind of smiles and goes, "Just watch, just keep watching."
Yeah.
That's going to be a good fight. I'm really excited for Mallow and Kid Gotti, to be honest with you, man. I don't know how these guys managed to hook me in like they have to this fight, but I'm invested in it, man. I cannot wait to see it.
Oh yeah, I give a lot of credit to Lambert, man. He, he talked his talk. He kept it up. A lot of people, they'll try that shit right away. They don't get in. They'll just fizzle out, man. He kept with it. He fucking drove up. Talked shit at the last event. Fucking kept talking. Did his thing, man, and got in the card. So now it's time for him to, put up or shut up. And a lot of people are rooting against him. A lot of people are rooting for him. So we'll see how that one goes.
I tell you, man, his persistence, and like I said to everyone, his confidence in himself. Like, you don't have to believe him because he believes him. He believes what he's saying. So that goes a long way.
Well, and I think that's what a lot of BKFC is looking for, man, is like anybody can say they're a fighter. Anybody can like say they want to fight, but you got to have those people that fucking believe in themselves and, push forward and want this. And, when they see that dedication, they're going to fucking get you.
Yeah. So. Yeah, for sure.
But I do think he loses that fight. Sorry, man. I love you.
Oh, shit.
But no, I think he's got to do this, man. I just got to be real. Like, I always speak my mind, man. And, I think he's good. I think it's going to be contender for fight of the night. I just think Kid Gotti's fucking technical, man.
It's one of those things where it's like, okay, so Lambert gets himself into this position where he's going in against Kid Gotti, pro boxing experience, right? Yeah, we talked to Jerry.
Pro boxing and BKFC experience already.
And 2-0, right? And it's like, okay, so he loses his debut, and it's like, well, come on, man. Like, dude, he just went in against an absolute killer in this division for his debut. Like,
but I mean,
not a bad showing, no matter what happens.
Yeah, and really, I mean, as long as he goes out there, he puts on a good show. I mean, it's a win-win for him.
Yeah.
And Brandon Lambert just commented, said, "Hey, I'm all good with that." He says he knows he's going against the number 3, and he's an unknown, so he understands where people are coming from.
I mean, you see him posting pictures working out with Dustin and Diego. Like, the guy's surrounded by killers all day. I think his head coach going in this is King Mo. You know,
that's what I heard.
You surround yourself with killers, you're gonna learn how to kill. You know.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, Knucklemania, man, Drew Lipton. You said you're winning by knockout. What happens next? You got some people you want to call out? I mean, judging by your handle there, I say you got someone you want to call out, huh?
Yeah, some ugly-looking motherfucker named Isaac Valley Flag. I've been dude out fucking. I've been calling him the Duck, man, and I'm gonna get a fucking duck call for him if he shows up to the fights and start doing Gordon Bombay style, man. And like, I hate the dude, man. I just like.
Tell us why. Why?
I try to love everybody. I try to see the good in everybody. Like I said, I'll talk to him, but man, this motherfucker, like, I hate the way he looks, hate the way he talks. I feel like he's fucking entitled because he knows David and Nate and UFC. And even in the UFC, he only fought like one good guy. And then he comes over here and gets a title shot because he talks some shit after he fought Melvin Guillard, who's on a worse losing streak than I am. And that's saying a lot. And so, you know, so fucking like, it's kind of like, come on, man. Like, you beat that dude. You beat somebody you never heard of. Get a title shot. Get knocked out. I mean, and nothing against Luis, man. He's a fucking savage. But,
yeah.
Just, you know, man, like, I just want to fight this guy in anything. You know, I'll fight him bare knuckle. I'll fight him in MMA, jiu-jitsu, fucking Monopoly. Just let me kick your ass in something, man. Like,
Dominoes.
Yeah, I'll talk shit the whole time. Like, Mario Kart Online, let's fucking get it, man.
Oh shit, I'll join that one. I love me some Mario Kart, man.
Dude.
That was probably the most humble call out I've ever seen. We went from violent bare knuckle fighting to Mario Kart. Yes, Clay.
I just want to beat him, man. I hate his face. Then I got some like fucking stupid call outs, man. Like, I wish Clay was here because I was gonna tell him, man, I want to walk off. We both get a card. We both walk down the runway. You know, some Zoolander shit. I gotta call him out, man. Like, I think I could do a better walk off than him with the cards.
Whoa. I can tell you right now, there's few things that set Clay right over the edge. And one of them is someone coming for that ring boy position. Yeah. So
I mean, I'm not coming. I just want to show what I got. You know?
I'm just saying he's gonna take that as what happened to my
Brian Maxwell's in the comments, man. He's talking shit now.
He was calling Drew out. I was waiting to bring this up, Ryan. I was going to bring it up at the end, man. What happened to my call out, bum? Guess you all stuck. I'm going 165.
I took this fight at 185 because it was a good opportunity. You know, Brian dropped down to 175. I'll fight him at 170. I'm not trying to stay up this weight. It's not ducking anybody. It's not doing any of that shit. It's all about me being professional and what's best for me. You know, end of the day, you know, kick the shit out of Brian too, man. I mean, I know people that fucking train with him and they call him a bum. People that he calls his friend, man, talking shit about him. So obviously you ain't that good, or you don't got that good of a circle that you think you do. But I ain't worried about that shit, man. I ain't ducking anybody. I got to go on my path like he's got to go on his path. You know, and we both lost some fights. And so we shouldn't be fighting each other, man. We should be fighting these new kids coming in, build ourselves up, and then maybe fight down the road. But fucking, what is he, 1-3, and I'm 0-3? Why do we need to fight each other and ruin their careers? Like, it don't make sense.
I can see that.
You heard it here first.
Dave Morgan would like to call you out as well on Mario Kart, though.
All right. I always use the girls, though, so prepare to lose, man. I use like Peach and all of them and kick them out.
That was a good point.
I like me that new online Tetris, man, on the Switch. That's what I'm going for.
Okay, I need to get into that. I've been trying to do more stuff like that just to enhance my brain a little bit more, because they say like doing the puzzle games and different stuff like that's supposed to make it better. So
that shit is intense, man. If you want to, work out your brain, that shit is intense. When you're going against like 60 fucking people and they're all trying to destroy you, it's.
What game? Hang on, for our audience, what game are you talking about?
Tetris. It's an online Tetris on the Switch.
There it is. Only a boomer can describe Tetris as intense.
As what? Dude, no. Like regular Tetris, that's not intense. play this freaking Switch Tetris, man. You're going against like 60 people. They're shooting blocks at you and shit. Like, I mean, it's pretty intense when you're trying to fucking.
Blocks at you. I was like, I don't know about Tetris, but I've never played that Tetris before.
And I'm not a boomer. I'm fucking Gen X.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Right. But some quick call outs too.
Yeah, let's hear him. Let's hear him.
All right. So I'm challenging Chris Lieben to a game of checkers. I had this all written down.
Oh my god.
Johnny Bedford to a motherfucking foot race. All right. 100-yard dash, 50, whatever he wants. All right. Don't pull a hammy, man. All right. I need to call out my favorite one. All right. Britton Hart. I love you. But we need to have a bra and panty match, pillow fight. WWF style. I'll wear some, you wear some. All right. No shots to the head.
I'll videotape this.
But I'm going to take her out. I'm going to take her out with the pillow.
You're going to take her out with a pillow.
And then Taylor Starling to anything. We can have a cuddling competition, some rock, paper, scissors, doodle.
Josh
Burns involved in a cuddling competition.
Comment, I think we should challenge him to a game of Magic.
Yes, we should, man. Like Commander or whatever. It don't matter.
What exactly is involved in this cuddling game?
Whatever she wants.
Juan wants in. Juan wants in.
Hands above the waist.
Hands above the waist.
I'm out.
Juan's out.
I'll go play Tetris.
With his hand below the waist.
All right, man. Hey, you got any sponsors? Anybody you want to call out? Shout out your gym or anything like that?
Yeah. Thank you guys for allowing me to do that, by the way. I have it all written down, so sorry. Otherwise, I forget half this shit.
Don't worry about it.
So Kick Hop Fight Gear, Impact Mouth Guards, NutriFit pre and post, Empire Jiu-Jitsu, where I'm currently training at right now. Made the switch over from American Elite, which great guys, man, killers at both. It was just I had to make the switch for me, get a better vibe, a better flow for myself, and so those guys took me right fucking in, man, and I feel a lot better just after a few weeks. Smith Brothers Combat, Honor Roll Sushi, Biloxi Nutrition, and Cody Butler and Reno Tattoo Company. So if you're in the Reno, Nevada area, go check them out, get you some work done. Let me see. And I'm also personal invite to Hulk Hogan to come up. I got some special shit coming, man, for this Knucklemania, getting all like super into it. It's like, not kind of a dedication for my boy Hulk Hogan. So so I'm excited, man. So I'm inviting him because he's going to want to see this live.
All right.
We
want to see it now.
Interview.
You're in. Yeah, I'm intrigued now.
Okay, couple comments. Josh Burns wants us to know that he will smoke us in Magic. He's more than a meathead.
You know what, Josh Burns? Here's the deal. I control the Photoshop here, buddy. I get called nerd again, and that neck is getting thinner.
I was about to say, you're going to have a pencil neck by the end of this podcast.
Josh Burns is going to kick my ass if he ever sees me in town.
Josh Burns probably plays all green deck where it's just huge monsters. Just, monster, card, probably nothing else. No spells, nothing complicated, just here monster. Yes.
And Clay says, do you even have a ring card? I didn't think so.
I'm going to get some cardboard and like write it with magic marker, maybe have my kids do it.
That's where he started, man. You got to start somewhere, bro.
Got to start somewhere, man. It all starts somewhere. Every dream starts somewhere. Hey, man, thanks a lot for coming on the show. This was definitely an entertaining interview. We loved it. Can't wait to have you back if you win. If you lose, we'll have you back too. But you know,
I was gonna say, don't kick me to the curb like that.
No, so you listen. Don't even listen to him. He says that all the time. He said literally everybody. He said that when you win, you can come back. I was like, no, they can come back all the time. Just we hope you win.
Hey, Phil Johnson wants to know, what is your actual nickname? Spider Monkey or God's Warrior?
Yeah, so it's been Spider Monkey since I was wrestling in high school, and it was just God Warrior for about a year. I was trying to go on a different path, get something to change, but man, everybody knows me as Spider Monkey. Like a lot of people even call my kids Little Spider Monkeys, so I just went back to it.
It's the greatest nickname.
Wait, before we go, you have kids, and they were in jiu-jitsu, you said?
Yes, sir.
I always want to know this question from people who have kids and they're fighters themselves. What do you think of your kids going into a combat sport?
I encourage it, man. We're from, like I said, a small town, so we played everything. We did everything. I think wrestling and jiu-jitsu teaches kids a lot. I don't really want them fighting, like when they get older and stuff. I think that's just from a parent perspective of, just like not wanting to see your kids get punched and stuff like
Yeah.
that and anything. So
100.
hopefully not, but I definitely in this day and age, man, I'm trying to teach my kids how to shoot and how to like shoot a bow, shoot guns. And so I also want to teach them that protectiveness with wrestling and jiu-jitsu. But it's hard for me, man. Like on the sidelines, like I really have to like keep quiet because the coaches at American Elite where they're training at are like phenomenal. So I'm like, don't look at me. Like, don't like I can't show you anything. They can show you way better. But yeah, I hope they learn. I want them to keep doing it and learn that self-defense. But I kind of hope they don't fight.
All right, man. Well, honest answer. Thank you very much, man, for coming on the show. Like I said, we'd love to have you back. This was fun. I'm sure the fans had a great time just listening to the shit we were talking about. So definitely, man. Thank you again, and good luck on your fight.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
You too, man.
Cool. See you later. Now if I can close out of it.
Yeah, he's funny, man. I like him.
Oh, wait, really, Phil Johnson? Sometimes kids need to get punched.
Yeah, that sounds like something Phil would say. I mean, like,
But, it was a great interview, man. Like, I know the dude is 0-2, but the interview itself was fun. It was entertaining. He knows where he's at. He knows what he's got to do. He's very humble, and
listen, he challenged Chris Lieben to checkers.
Yeah.
Do we have to go? Like, that is going to be quoted in meme tonight, people. Drew Lipton versus Chris Lieben with a checkerboard right in the middle.
Can you imagine? I want to see Chris Lieben's intensity on a game of checkers.
Right? Does he throw a left?
I bet. I mean, you can imagine Chris Lieben in a game of chess where he's constantly just moving forward, won't fucking retreat any pieces. Like he's like fucking. The queen's gonna keep going forward. I don't care how much trouble they're in.
How about it?
Anyways, that was Drew Lipton, ladies and gentlemen. We're missing Clay Teal tonight. Hope Clay Teal gets better, and we will be back on Wednesday with some actual topics for discussion between Clay and Sean, so they can get into some sort of debate, and we can have some fun with that. And you can join us, give us your opinions. But until then, man. If you guys want to join us live, want to engage with our guests, make sure to follow us on whatever platform you're following us or you're watching or listening to us right now. And we will see you here on Wednesday. Until then, everybody.
Tell them about Knuckle Mania. Tell them about Knuckle Mania giveaway.
Oh, yeah, our Knuckle Mania giveaway. We said we are going to do it on Monday. All right, so here we go. For those that don't know, there was a Facebook page that was asking people to just go ahead and illegally downstream the fight. We thought that was bullshit because that takes money away from the fighters who are out there putting their bodies, their minds, their brains, and their health on the line to bring us some entertainment. So taking money away from these guys was just bullshit to us. We called them out, and on our call out, we also said that in order to support the fighters for these fuckers going down and doing illegal streaming, we were going to personally give away 2 pay-per-view fights. We're going to pay for the 2 pay-per-view fights. In that, Paul from Bare Knuckle Management joined us. He put on 2. And then Ring Boy's mom said she would like to donate another pay-per-view. So we're giving away 5 pay-per-view events. We'll pay for it for anybody who wants the pay-per-view event for BKFC or for Knuckle Mania. So we're doing the drawing tonight. The first winner is going to be it's Aaron _IM. And we'll contact you to give you the information. Now, before I keep going though, if you haven't seen it on the Bare Knuckle Up not Bare Knuckle, we're Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships Facebook page, they are looking to give anybody who's got the pay-per-view app or the BKFC app, they want to give the pay-per-view free if they get 1,000 likes. If you haven't been there already, go and like it. You'll get it free. If that happens and you have the BKFC app, we'll try to find something else we can do. Maybe we can give you a $40 towards something at the BKFC store that still supports BKFC, and we can help everybody out. So,
yeah, we'll figure it out. Either way, you guys, stand a chance to win something, Just don't illegally stream this shit.
Yeah, that's just
buy the pay-per-view. You can't buy the pay-per-view, wait for it to stream on the app.
The next winner is Brandon Wood. So that's 2. The next one is Sean Riley. That's 3. The next one is Mike Clardy, I think is his name. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I hope I didn't butcher it. And the next one is going to be the last one.
Last winner
is Dominic Daniel. So that's going to be Sean Riley, Dominic Daniel, Mike Clutie. It's Aaron I Am and Brandon Wood. So we'll get together with you guys and let you know the details once we know if BKFC is going to be giving it for free or not. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Again, if you want to engage with us live, go follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube. And we'll see you here next Wednesday. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching the shows. Peace, respect to everybody. Thanks, Josh Burns, for the shout out. Josh Burns, by the way, a favorite of the show. We got to have him back as soon as he knows who he's fighting and he can tell us.
Yeah.
But Phil Johnson, always a break. You can't get it, Phil Johnson. You work for the show. All right. Talk to y'all later. Until then, knuckle up, guys.